Hey guys, another video from the Anti-Nerd here, and today I'm gonna review the X-Force Deadpool, a figure that I've been wanting for a long time, but it's going for a decent price right now. This one you can find it on eBay for around $45, $50, sometimes even more. And I was able to trade it in my local comic book store for some Marvel Legends that I have repeated. And I'm very excited to show this Deadpool right here. Because as you guys know, we've been getting a pretty good year for X-Force fans because of the release of those ones and also X-23. So I'm gonna open Deadpool, do a little review, and also put him together with the other X-Force team members that I have. So as you can see here, he comes with two swords, one weapon, and one water gun weapon. And also, since he's part of the Build-A-Figure Sasquatch, he comes with the head of Sasquatch, which is a wave I'm not gonna get it because it's already old. And most of those figures, they're worth a high price right now. So we have classic Deadpool in the wave, also Cable, very good figure, Cable right here. We have those other ones if you want to pause it and read the description. And here's a funny line from Deadpool. Pretty cool. It is a figure that's a little old, so let's find out if it's outdated or not. Here's the side of the packaging. Same artwork. So this figure here was released in 2017. At least that's what the package says. So let's open Deadpool right here. So he does come with a symbol of Deadpool's face in the back. Pretty cool. Here's Deadpool in the blister. I'm very curious to find out if this figure has butterfly joints or not, because I cannot see it because of the straps right here. So there it is outside of the packaging. It does have that noise, the annoying click in the torso. I don't like it. I don't think there's butterfly joints in this one, so it does feel a little dated. And mine, the right arm was a little banded, so not the greatest thing. The figure, of course, has pins, but they are well painted, as you can see here. Double joint in the knees. Here's the detail of the feet. It rotates here in the ankles. The feet, they move pretty well. Those old Marvel Legends, I think the feet's a little small, but let's take a look at the range of the head. It does move a lot, so no complaints with that. I think the details here of the little bags and the belt are super well done. The color overall looks nice. You guys probably seen the other release of this figure. The gray is a little different, and also it comes with more weapons, and it comes with an extra unmasked head. So a little detail here in the Deadpool mask is that little part here, as it's trying to imitate a fabric. The eyes are red, as some other X-Force characters, they have their eyes red. So yeah, no butterfly joint. So little limited with that, especially with the stripes right here. They're supposed to hold the katanas, the swords. This body mold was used multiple times. I'm not sure if it's the Bucky body mold or another one before that, because this one doesn't have butterfly. But the head sculpt's pretty nice. I think it's a good figure overall, but definitely needs an update. Especially because I think the gray on those X-Force figures, they are not the same. And they should have more of like a standard to that. Here's the water gun. It's more like a funny accessory rather than a useful accessory. Here's the gun that he comes with. I don't particularly love this blue tone, but whatever. Here are the two swords. Those are pretty nicely made. Here's Deadpool holding the swords. On the right hand is a little loose, On the left hand, it fitted perfectly. Let's make some quick pose with the swords. What do you guys think about this figure? Do you think it's worth getting right now, or should you wait for a new Deadpool X-Force release? Let me know in the comments. So here's Deadpool right next to Warpath. Warpath is of course a little higher, and as you can see, the shades of gray are not the same, but there's still some elements like the red X that made them look good together. Here's Deadpool right next to X-Force Nightcrawler from the Build-A-Figure Nemesis wave. Also, the gray is not the same, but it does look a little more similar compared to Warpath. They both use a sword as a weapon. Here's Deadpool right next to X-23. Very good figure. I think it's one of the best of those X-Force that came out, and definitely a nice update. If you want to get the X-23, I highly recommend getting the new one. Also, her shades of gray are way more darker than Deadpool, but those look good together. Now showing the X-Force team together. Those are my 4 X-Force team members. I'm waiting for Archangel, and I would like to get the Wolverine X-Force. I don't know if they're gonna release a new updated for Wolverine, but let's hope. Otherwise, I'll have to get the old one. Here's the 2 Deadpool that I have. This one was a big surprise in my collection. It's one of my favorite figures, and it is a better figure than the X-Force Deadpool. And I'm gonna show you why. First, it doesn't have the noise here, and it does have butterfly joints, and those butterfly joints, they move a lot. As you can see here, they have a huge range. The set of weapons is better. As you can see here, it's just a repaint of this one. They look very much similar. I think are the exact same, but this one has that blue painting. Also, he comes with the swords. And there is some recycling here. As you can see, the place to hold the swords are exactly the same. But I don't know, this one feels more quality in hands. I love the difference of eyes here. One of them is squinting. I think the range of the neck, the head here, it moves super well. So overall, it's a better figure because the butterfly joints, they made a huge difference. Also, the feet, they look way more updated with the size of current Marvel Legends. As you can see here, the X-Force Deadpool has a small feet. So I think this Deadpool here looks more comic book. This feet looks more comic book to me. So that was my review of X-Force Deadpool. I'm gonna give a grade 8 out of 10. I think the weapons could have been a little better, and it definitely needs an update regarding the body mold. But it's still a good figure. I like the straps, the bags. I think it's really well done. And overall, it's a faithful adaptation of the X-Force Grey Deadpool that you really want for your X-Force Marvel Legends collection. So thank you for tuning, and bye-bye.